Hi teacher, this is the oral activity 11 for topic looking backwards and forwards. So the first question is, who is the most important friend you have in your life? How did you meet him or her? Well, all of those persons I value the most. I will say that is my friend who has known how to help me in great troubles. His name is Vladimir, but I call him by Vladdy. I met him at a basketball match in the Carolina Park before the pandemic. For me, he is the most important friend because what characterizes him the most is his unconditional support and his simplicity. In fact, he was the one who taught me to drive a car for the first time. I really appreciate that he considered me for events and meetings that he usually have. Sincerely, without him, I will be left without a good pillar. Second question is, what is the best way to handle a problem with someone we care about? How can you fix the problem without damaging the relationship? When there is a certain conflict with our colleague, it is important to recognize the errors that we have derived from the conflict and then make them recognize it with our colleague, with our friend. As we had a strong link with that person, forgiveness is more likely to work quickly. And once the problem is solved, the important thing is to prevent them from committing it again. Now, the third question is, what do you think will be the main innovations in the next 20 years in your field of study? Well, throughout I was studying architecture, I realized that you have to do a long structural calculation regarding the area of the plant to support the columns of a project. It occurs me that in a long time there will be a specialized program to determine the calculation of such planes that shortcut will save so much time and less cost to consult a construction specialist. The fourth question is, does having pets bring benefits to our lives? If so, how? In my opinion, it does bring several benefits, since having one pet or more develops the sense of responsibility and consideration that we have for the people we care about. Pets are also good for when one is in moments of acute loneliness. It is also cute to see how your pet is waiting for you behind the door after a long day. Those moments make us realize endorphins and we forget about many complications and it is stressless. And also, a pet is a good playmate. And the last question is, pick an important moment in history and what were you doing when it happened? What memories do you have about it? Once when I was 7 or 6 years old, my whole family was reunited at my house because we were celebrating a familiar's birthday. After celebrating, my cousins and I played WWE inspired SmackDown wrestling in my grandmother's bed. When suddenly we all heard crying in the living room. And what we got to see was happening. Turns out that my whole family was watching the news broadcast reporting that Michael Jackson had just passed away. I was quite surprised how all my family is so moved by this fact. After several people from the urbanization left their houses to tell other neighbors that about the death of Michael Jackson. And then someone came up with the idea of playing the artist's greatest hits. So that day, my cousins and I didn't know about who was Michael Jackson until that moment.